Hello everyone, Tim McCain here from McCain's Concealed Carry. Thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to discuss first aid kits, the different types, and what you should carry in each one of the kits. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, thanks for joining us. Today we're talking about first aid kits. We're going to talk about the different types of first aid kits, some of the gear that you should carry in the first aid kits. First off, let's talk about why we should carry a first aid kit. There's lots of reasons why we should carry a first aid kit. The main reason is, what if? What if I'm involved in that self-defense encounter and in the aftermath I realize that I'm wounded or one of my loved ones is wounded? What if I'm in the car going to get groceries and we are involved in a wreck? I need to make sure I have the gear there to take care of me or my loved ones until that EMS squad can arrive. What if I'm at the range and some accident happens at the range? I need to make sure that I have the stuff and the tools equipped to take care of myself or my loved ones until professional help arrives. Also, we need to think about our kids at school. It's sad that we need to think about this, but there's been active shooter situations, things that can happen at school. We need to make sure that, age appropriately, they have the stuff that they need in their first aid kit that they can carry in their backpack. So let's talk about the different first aid kits. First one, individual first aid kit. It's just as the name applies. There's enough stuff in here to take care of an individual. You can carry it easily on your body. There's not much that you can carry in here, but we'll talk about some of the things that you can carry in here that will work really well. Another kit we need to think about is one inside of our vehicle. There's more things that we can carry inside this kit here. We can always have it inside our vehicle. Make sure that you always have a first aid kit inside your vehicle. Next is the gun range. Every time we go to the gun range, we need to make sure we carry a first aid kit with us. Accidents do happen. Even though you're being very safe, that doesn't mean that person 3 or 4 bays down is being just as safe as you. And sometimes things happen. Again, like I alluded to before, there's things that your kids can carry in their backpack just in case things happen. So now that we know each individual kits, let's move this stuff out of the way and talk about what we need to carry inside the kits. Now that we've moved the kits off to the side, we have the components of the kits laid out on the table. Let's talk about each individual component and what kit you should carry it in. First, if you have room in your kit, safety glasses. We want to make sure that we're not getting blood in our eyes, things of that nature. So I carry this in my vehicle kit and my range kit. Again, to protect ourselves against blood and other pathogens, we want to make sure that we carry a good pair of gloves. I also carry those in my individual first aid kit, my vehicle kit, and my range kit. Next, we want to carry a good pair of trauma shears. Sometimes you have to cut off the clothing to expose the wound, so make sure you have a good pair of trauma shears in your vehicle kit, your individual first aid kit, and your range kit. Next, if we have a wound that's bleeding, we want to see if we can stop the bleeding. So we want to make sure that we carry gauze in several different sizes, tape to hold the gauze down. You could even carry this powder here, pour it on the wound. It helps to stop the bleeding. Put all this on, apply pressure. If that doesn't stop it, I move to an Israeli bandage. This is how the Israeli bandage comes. It comes in this vacuum sealed package. It's actually vacuum sealed twice. This outer package and there's an inner package. Once you open them up, this is what it looks like. It's basically an ACE bandage with a gauze pad attached to it. Has a U-shaped clip here that you use to loop the band back into itself and apply pressure to the wound. These are nice to have. I carry this in my vehicle kit, my individual first aid kit, and my range kit. And your kids can carry it in their backpack. If I've put the bleed stop powder in, I've put gauze on, I've applied a pressure dressing, and the wound is still bleeding, next thing I'm going to reach for is a tourniquet. I have 2 different types of tourniquets here. The first tourniquet I have is a combat action tourniquet. This is Velcro, loops off, goes around the arm, leg, Velcro's back against itself. Has a windlass here. You turn the windlass till the bleeding stops, lock it back in, put you a strap across the top, and then take the Sharpie from your first aid kit and write down the time. I carry this in my vehicle kit, my individual first aid kit, range kit, and your kids can carry it in their backpacks. The other tourniquet I have is a SWAT T tourniquet. The bad thing about a combat action tourniquet, on kids, it's very difficult to squeeze down tight enough to get around their small arms. So this works pretty good. It's a stretch wrap band. It has little indicators on here that are square. Once you stretch them out far enough, the squares turn into triangles. So you know you have it tight enough. You just stretch this, wrap it around the arm, leg. Once you get to the end, you pull a layer up, tuck it back into itself. These are nice and compact, come in a little kit. They fit nicely in your individual first aid kit, fit in your vehicle first aid kit, your range kit, and work great for your kids' backpacks. If we're involved in that self-defense situation and we're shot in the chest area and we're having trouble breathing, we have that sucking chest wound, they have these vented chest seals. That helps relieve the pressure on the lung cavity. They come in sets of 2, entrance and exit wound. If you can apply a sticker to a book, you can use these. Once you expose the area, they have a little round vent in the center. You peel the backing off, put the vent right over the wound, press it down just like a sticker, do the same to the exit. That'll allow the person to be able to breathe better. If we've had to apply any or all these measures here, chances of someone going into shock is pretty good. We want to make sure we carry an emergency blanket to either retain the heat or reflect the heat off if it's a hot environment. Nice, compact, easy to carry in the kits. You can carry this in your vehicle kit, range kit, makes it nice and compact to carry. Another thing we want to carry is aspirin. That's the #1 drug to give to someone if they have any kind of signs of having a heart attack. Give them an aspirin before the EMTs arrive. Let the EMTs know that you've given them an aspirin. I carry this in my vehicle kit and my range kit. Another thing we want to carry is a triangle bandage. Say somebody tripped, fell, broke their arm. We need to make a splint. This is a nice, easy, compact piece to carry that you can carry in your vehicle kit or on the range kit. Band-aids. The little boo-boos that happen. This is the #1 thing I've used out of my range kit. Actually, this is the only thing I've ever used out of my range kit, and I hope I keep it that way. A lot of people have little nicks, cuts. It's nice to have some Band-aids with you. Another thing I like carrying is a cold compress. This is a single-use cold compress. You open it up, bust the inner bag, turns it into a cold compress. So you can put that on the person's head, wherever they need to. If they've tripped and sprained an ankle, we can put this on there and get the swelling down before the EMTs arrive. And with me on the range, there's always a chance that you're going to get an insect bite. So I carry these little ampules that you just squeeze, bust, rub it on the insect bite, treat the insect bite. So this is basically what I carry in all my kits. You can carry more, you can carry less. The only caveat I have is if you're carrying something in a first aid kit, know how to use it, take the training. We're going to be offering emergency first aid fundamentals coming here in the spring. Take a class with us, take a class with somebody, know how to use the equipment that's in your first aid kit. Where to get the stuff in the first aid kit? Most of the time you can find most of the stuff at your local dollar store, at Walmart. Some of the specialty items like the vented chest seals, the Israeli bandage, or the tourniquets. I get my stuff through Medical Gear Outfitters. I'll post a link in the description below. This is an affiliate link, so if you do click on it, you buy something from them. This channel does receive a small monetary value for that, but this is how we keep the channel going. If you like what you see here, hit that like button down below, share it with your friends and family, and remember, when the time to perform arrives, the time to prepare is past. Thanks, and have a good day.